Nakore Apparel is a lifestyle brand inspired by and created for those who unabashedly seek, speak, and live in truth. Nakore is the African Adinkra symbol for truthfulness, and the clothes speak truth in all its forms with the ultimate aim of love and justice. If you're down to expand the culture, break barriers, and eradicate injustice wherever you find it, then Nakore Apparel is the brand for you. Go to NakoreApparel.com. That's N-O-K-O-R-E Apparel.com.
Nakore, apparel for truth tellers.
You are now tuned in to the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast.
Yo, this is DJ Brainstorm on the mic with you right now, coming to you live and direct with episode number 342 of the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast. The DMST Podcast is back. Thank you to everybody tuning in on Facebook Live and YouTube, the Duo Podcast right now, and everybody tuning in throughout the week on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, the TuneIn Radio app, No Wooshka, anywhere, wherever, however you get your podcasts. Thank y'all for tuning in. Ulysses probably going to slide that mic in, but Ulysses, how you feeling?
Blessed, healthy, and wealthy, per usual. This better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't act like you ain't never talked into a microphone before.
It's been a minute.
It's a couple weeks.
Oh, that mic. Yeah. So, you don't know my life. No, but I've been real good. I've been great actually. So.
Okay. All right, Playboy, how you feeling?
Feeling great, man. Playboy the DJ, Playboy DA DJ. Another week, another show. Let's get it.
Dev, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Ready to go. Let's get this thing started.
It's
What up, Lex?
Will Branson, how you feeling, man?
I'm good. We can't let the moment pass without
Can't do it.
acknowledging Dev's B-Day yesterday.
Yes,
What's
absolutely.
41?
41, man.
Oh man, ain't it something, man? I sat back and thought about like, God damn, all the shit we was looking at when we was kids, our people's, or whatever.
Yeah,
and now
man.
we at that stage, like we getting older, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Shit crazy.
Oh, you know that.
I'm about to do the white guy. So, do you feel any different? You're 1 year older now, huh?
No, man. It's cool. Just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
So what you wound up doing for your B-Day?
Watch the Guardians. I just chill. I like chilling, man.
Yeah.
I don't be want to do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
No, I feel it.
I'll be chilling, man. So I just chilled, watched the Guardians game, watched the Final Four games, and that was about it.
That's cool.
That was about it, man.
Did you have a shot, man, at least?
No,
Thanks,
man.
Flex.
I didn't cut
Thanks,
back
Flex.
on the drinking shit anyway. But
Yeah.
but no, I ate with we just ordered out some Cheesecake Factory, had some cake. That was it.
That's what's up, man. That's
I
cool.
be chilling, man. Like it's I don't begrudge anybody for what they do for their birthday, especially in the fields I work in. You work around a lot of women, so I don't. Women tend to
Have a birthday month.
it weeks at the very least. You know what I'm saying? I don't begrudge people, but
The older you get, it just don't be the same.
but that for me, that kind of for me specifically. I'll get into it once we get into like how the week went, but some stuff happened this week, kind of put me in a maybe reflect again back on the DP situation. But like birthdays are reflective; they're important, but they're reflective is more so than celebratory sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like you start realizing like, man, Dave never saw 21,
I know
or
what you're saying.
25,
Yeah.
or 30. Or 35, you know what I'm saying? Like Dave never had kids, or so like those type of situations. I don't necessarily get very celebratory, but I am very reflective around birthdays.
Yeah.
And the more and more people I guess every human reacts differently. You know what I'm saying? Because most people, other people would be like, well, if you lose people here and there, then you want to turn up and celebrate extra crazy. But for me, the more people you lose, the more reflective I get. You know what I'm saying, in those situations. So, yeah, I don't know. I just embrace the fact that I'm able to live that long and enjoy a good ass Final Four game and
Right.
eat some bunt cake. I don't know.
So, are you a turn up person? I know you did
know
more on
what?
your birthday last year. Are you a time I asked both of y'all? Do y'all prefer to turn up or whatever on your birthday?
I'll let you go first.
Turn up.
Okay. No, that's it. Just turn up.
I mean, because at the end of the day, everybody want to say death is a celebration of life. So why would I ever decide to not celebrate another trip around the sun? Like, not to mention that I know the people that I've lost would have wanted me to do what they couldn't. So, yeah.
Okay. What about you?
You know what? I think for me, it depends on what the nature of where I'm at in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this past, time that we had the whole, birthday thing, I was kind of in a celebratory mode because of the shit I had been through. You know what I mean? Now, I've had some years where I was just kind of like, I'm by myself just chilling. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I mean, it's both ways for me, I would say. It's both ways for me.
I kind of fall on that side too. It's kind of both ways. It depends on it honestly depends on my mood.
Yeah.
I'm simple. Like even this year for the birthday, I think Kalisha bought me a ticket. Yeah, she bought me a ticket for the Cavs game. It wanted to be in Detroit on a Wednesday night. I'm cool. Mm-hmm. I'm good. And then I usually go out and give me a steak dinner. That's it. So no matter where we go, as long as I go out and get a steak dinner somewhere. That's my birthday.
I've never really been. It's been like that my whole life though.
Yeah.
Like
I'm that way too. But probably because we never celebrated them growing up.
Yeah, y'all didn't
and
celebrate stuff
that's-
like that either. That's true.
And that's part of the reason I think, on my end, where I
Yes.
kind of want to.
I got you.
because I'd never, ever in my life, up until maybe 30, had a birthday cake.
Oh wow.
Never had a birthday party. Never.
Yeah. No, I mean I do.
You know what I mean?
it's
Like,
the
so,
yeah.
it feel good for people to celebrate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when it happened, it actually was a surprise birthday party.
But this is the thing. People say that, right? People say that, and that is. I mean, I think. Damn, this is gonna sound. Probably. There's 2-3 different ways to go with this. First one probably gonna sound a little. I don't even know what word to use. Not really arrogant, but because there's millions of people in this position. But some people say, people celebrate you on your birthday. Hopefully, you're putting yourself in a position in life to be celebrated more than 1 out of 365 days a year.
I get you.
So I don't mind people appreciating me on my birthday, but the way people in my life conduct themselves on a day-to-day basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, if I'm impacting people over and over again, then I have different times in life to be celebrated. You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily seek any. I don't like entertaining other people as far as like being out and about. So I really don't care if randos celebrate me on my birthday.
Right.
But my daughters, you know what I mean, my family, the people close to me, hopefully I'm in a position where they're appreciative of me more than one day out the year. So I don't even look at birthdays as a day to, hey, everybody come celebrate me. You can appreciate me. Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays, those are all days of appreciation. You know what I'm saying? But days of celebration are going to be, when your kids get accepted into like the STEM program. Those are days of celebration. You know what I'm saying? Like when hopefully things are happening throughout the year where you're being celebrated. But I've always been kind of like, I don't know. Like my mother, they didn't scream at me, but I used to like get money and then I would, for my birthday, and I would like spend it on like my little girlfriend or something. But like, I don't need nothing. Right. Like I did it the other day without even noticing, and they brought it up to me at work. So I ended up having to get a new phone on Thursday because my SIM card was completely messed up. SIM card wasn't working at all. Kept saying invalid SIM. So they erased all my settings. So I forgot to reset my alarm. And yeah, nigga Didn't have no alarm. Woke up at 8:15. School started at 7:35. So, when I was at the phone store getting my phone fixed on Thursday night, I had to I got my daughter a new phone, Alyssa, 16-year-old, and I was at work. It's like, you ain't getting you ain't get one for your birthday. I'm like, I don't need one. She needed one. You know what I'm saying? But I've always been like that.
Right.
Like, I'm not just about to buy some shit because it's April 1st. That don't make no sense to me. Especially if I'm the one, I don't need a phone. She need a phone.
Right.
So in essence, I bought my daughter a phone for my birthday. I don't know. But I didn't need a new phone. I needed a SIM card for $10. She needed a new phone. So.
If it make you happy, then
Yeah.
that's all that really matters.
Sir.
Anyway, Elise, how was your week?
Weeks.
Yeah, you've been gone for a couple. I know you had a couple shows. You had the Monday night show. Was that the Battle of the Sexes thing on the Monday night? I know you had a Hilarities on Sunday last week.
No.
You had the Monday night thing in Cleveland Heights.
Yeah, that's a Grok Shop. Oh, it was a versus, but it wasn't like Battle of the Sexes. Battle of the Sexes is April 22nd. But yeah, we had a versus or whatever, set for set. It was real fun. Like, I did a dope ass, like, brand new material. Like, I think I said one thing that wasn't new, but like to do a whole fresh set, like, that felt good, and it went over like super dope. I ended up having to have a emergency root canal last Monday. Yeah. So
Very enjoyable.
very. But yeah, it put me on my ass. I ain't never had kids, and I feel like I could do triplets compared to that pain. Like, it was crazy. But shows went well. I'm out of pain because it was like coming in waves, it was like on and off, whatever, for like a little bit. So, you know, it's like, it's definitely like an eye opener. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, you've been taking care of yourself thus far and doing a good job, but like now you just need to stay on top of some things that kind of need some outside help with. So once that happened, it's like I want to go ahead and get the whole little shebang done. I guess age 36 is where I'm gonna make sure I'm, you know, ready for the rest of my life, because this health stuff, it ain't no joke. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can vouch for that.
You talking about like your screenings, like start getting screenings early or something?
all
or?
that, all of it. Like I've
Some
been
people
paying
have
for, like,
doctors
insurance.
that'll fight you if you're too young. They'll kind of fight you to have them done, and I think you have to kind of fight for it if you really want to have it done. You kind of got to have a fight. You got to kind of talk them into ordering that test for you.
I have no problem.
Yeah, because they some doctors will push back on you for stuff like that. But I guess it's one of those things where we should screen
I go
a
to
little
all my
early.
appointments and scrubs, so they already know. They're talking to somebody
Well.
who's very knowledgeable about what to say and how to say it to get it done. So
Yeah. But as a whole, some of us probably should screen a little bit earlier in life. It's a lot of us that's losing our lives younger than what's been happening in the past because, you know, we just following these old guidelines and things like that. But so yeah, I understand that completely. Playboy, how was your week?
Week was excellent, you know. Week was cool, man. Just all I can say is this: I'm handling my business. I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. I'm handling my business. I'm back to, you know, getting things, you know, getting back on my feet and getting things in order. Shout out to everybody through this process that has helped me, whether it was a conversation, monetary, whatever the case. I truly appreciate it. I really do. You know, it's helped me to get back on my feet for my babies and do what I need to do, man. Everything cool, man. I'm just taking it literally one day at a time, literally. So everything, my week was cool, man. I ain't got no complaints, man. You know, outside of, you know, a tree falling through my daughter's window Saturday. Power is out. Won't be back up till Wednesday. Food in the house gonna spoil. You know, is
Damn.
you see how shit go. Things be going a certain way, and then some shit coming just like you
I
know.
feel you, man.
So thankfully and prayerfully, she was not inside of her room when it happened.
thank God.
But there's no power until Wednesday. So it's just trying to do what I got to do on my end and make sure everybody cool. You know, so that's another thing. But you know what? After everything I've been through, I'm cool. It is what it is. I mean, I'm learning to be like, okay, this is the problem. this is what I can and can't do. I'm gonna do what I can and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So that's my mindset, and maintaining being cool and not having nobody freak out like it's the end of the world. You know what I mean? So, all right, yeah, it was cool though. Everything good, man.
Yeah, outside the B-Day and stuff like that, how was your week? And phone stuff.
Man, this week was something. This week could go down in infamy, man. This was Thursday. It's Thursday. Yeah. So crazy. I feel like it was 2 weeks ago how long the end of this week was. But I get to school Thursday morning, and I mean, it's kids. I haven't seen anything like this since the days following March 6, 1998. I ain't seen nothing like it. So I don't know if anybody, probably ain't paying no crazy attention to it, but a young lady at St. Martin de Porres, Anila Brantley, she died at basketball practice, cardiac arrest, died on the court, 9th grade. Thing was, she just graduated from 8th grade at my school the year prior.
Oh, wow.
So the entire 8th grade class, she was the older sister of one of our 6th graders. Everybody knew who she, like, it wasn't just like, I mean, I don't want to say that. I don't know how to word it. It wasn't just like, oh, this kid went there. Everybody knew who Anila was. They knew who she was. So you get to school. I didn't know what was going on. None of us knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Initially, for the first 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I'm talking about kids bawling, losing it. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? Whatever's going on, why is school even open? Like, it was crazy. But come to find, they'd all found out overnight that the girl had died the night before. And it's always different when, like, okay, you from the hood, people get shot, people get, whatever, they go to jail. But when people start dying of natural causes, it does something to your psyche of like, oh shit, I'm not invincible. Like, I'm mortal. Like, my mortality is now on the line. And to be 14 and have to think about that, it was freaking them. Thursday at work felt like being at an 8-hour funeral. I mean, you got teachers who had taught that girl from the 1st grade, got elementary school teachers crying, middle school teachers crying at the drop of a dime. Kids a mess. Multiple staff who used to work there had to come and had 2 breakout rooms for like grieving. It was, on top of that, I don't want to get too specific. We had a young lady, I'm not going to get into this, who was running away. We're in the middle of one of these grieving sessions, and the door is open, and we see her walk past in the hallway. Had been missing, was on the Cleveland Remembrance page. Had been missing for 2 weeks. So we like, yo, time out. I know this is crazy, but we got, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is all in the same thought process of like, we got somebody that's on the Cleveland Remembrance page. That's the current student right now. So we get her, we had to get her family, whatever, involved. I didn't get in her specific situation because I'll tell you all about that privately outside of this. That ended up being crazy in itself. But that specific thing, it was 2 other things that happened on Thursday. But the death of the young lady took me back to a place. Like, the Damar Hamlin thing took me there a little bit, but I hadn't been in it. Like, that dazed look of teenagers, like,
We talked about Damar Hamlin.
what the fuck happened? Like, they couldn't understand it. Mm-hmm. They couldn't fathom how somebody
Was here.
their age could die from just hooping. They couldn't. And I'm sitting there and I'm like staring off in a daze like, fuck. I'm like, I remember sitting in a room. They called in a counselor, and it's all these 6'4" niggas with tears in our eyes having a conversation in the Middle East Cleveland on the 2nd floor of the tech building.
Right.
Like, I hadn't been in that moment in 25 years. We're like, it's a room full of kids who usually be acting the fool, silent. One person talking. going on in the background. I hadn't been there in so long, and I'm like, man, yo, this is too much, man. Like it's like those days are like being, you know how at a funeral it's a constant. I can't even explain it, like that head shake before a hug mood when you at a funeral.
Yeah.
You do that shit for like an entire work day. I'm talking about from 7:35 to 3:45. It did not stop. To the point that some teachers called off on Friday. I mean, a couple of them shouldn't have came. Like, we had this one teacher who was crying, I don't know, 20, 25 times. I've never, well, I don't want to say that. I can't say I've never seen anything like it. I haven't been in anything like that in 25 years. And it had me in a I don't even want to say had. I've been in this haze of like, because we had some teachers who was on some like, I don't want to get into their skin tone. You know, this happened. She doesn't go here anymore.
Really?
Oh wow. Like I mean, that was yesterday. This is a new day. I don't think y'all understand. We just had a 25-year reunion surrounding Dave's death. A bunch of 40-year-old grown men. You don't ever get over that. You don't ever get over something like that ever in your life. It never blows over. It never gets better, easier.
And the smallest thing brings up the memory of it or whatever. It's
The smallest thing.
Even you talking about that right now, like I everything that happens about March 6th and the whole days and everything that follows. The thing that one of the pictures that stick out the absolute most to me is, remember walking out of class, me and Ramia and Yolanda, we walk around the building just kind of in the days, like you said.
Yeah.
But we're coming down from the tech to the academy. So we're coming out the tunnel and the door opens up and the whole basketball team is coming up from the basement. Was Hines' classroom was in the basement of the academy.
Right, yep.
And they going towards the office and whatever.
Probably
so they going down the first floor. And I just stopped, and we just looked at everybody walk up, and you watch, like you said, all these
6'4" ass niggas.
arms around each other,
shit
fucking
was
crying,
crazy.
walking down the hallway, and we just like looking at it, and it's just like
It's surreal.
Those pictures don't go anywhere ever.
Ever. Go nowhere.
I was watching, what's her name? Well, to your point, real quick, I remember I didn't make it to that game. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna get back into this thing with DP, but you know what happened.
Yeah.
But I do remember going to school. To your point of what you just went through this week, it's the quietest I ever heard. in high
Yes,
school in my
bro.
life.
Ain't it it's crazy?
Outside of seeing cheerleaders, women, men inside the school walking. It was like everybody. You know how they say when it come to the streets. Never on Sunday. You don't do no shit on Sunday. Like whoever was enemies or whatever the case may have been. When I went to school that day, everybody was just passing each other, just like
ain't
quietest
shit like it.
in my whole career at Shaw.
Yeah, ain't shit like it, man.
Seeing that, and I was looking at what's the name, man. That brought me back. I was thinking when they just did the anniversary for DP, I went back and looked at Loyola Marymount. Mm-hmm. Hank Gathers. I watched the whole video when he did. Mm-hmm. So I can only imagine how y'all felt when y'all was there and y'all seen that happen. But for that to happen to a 14-year-old girl, that just breaks my heart, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
That breaks my heart.
They have zero idea how to cope with it. None. So it's coming out a bunch of different ways. They feel some kind of way, then they want to be happy again, and they start joking around. And the teachers, it's like y'all don't understand what's going on right now, man. You got to give some grace right now, fam. It's not going. They're not processing this shit like a 35-year-old. There's a bunch of 13 and 14-year-olds trying to process the fact that somebody was just jogging
and
drop dead. Like, it's different. I know we on Union and people be getting shot. And the one dude be talking, a couple kids be talking about they got sticks on them. I understand that. This is different though. This will always hit different. But they didn't quite but whatever. It is what it is.
Which is sad in a sense too. I know we gotta, but it's sad in a sense too because we expect the bullshit. Because it's like I know you mentioned a little bit earlier how stuff makes you look at your mortality, and it's like, but like with us, like. We knew people who got killed.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
But people got killed. Is what I'm saying. People got killed. It's like it's almost like that shit happened, and sadly, it was almost like, well,
No, but you know what?
feel
It was.
but it's different when, like you said, I'm just doing a regular everyday activity. It questions my mortality. Like if a nigga got shot, you look like, all right, that shit. It happened, but it ain't gonna happen to me or whatever. But
No, because we was actually talking about this. Is you feel as though, unless you catch a stray, you feel as though you're in control of that when you grew up in that environment. Like, all right, you ain't gonna catch me off hating, so I'm gonna stay away from where them niggas be on that wild shit. You know what I'm saying? So you feel even when you're young, you feel invincible already. So that's the barrier for all this entire 8th grade class. Some of the 7th graders, and the messed up part is that her sister was in the 6th grade. So you get the 6th graders who feeling the effect of it because they friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's rippling through the entire middle school, but like their sense of invincibility is getting chipped away at.
oh, that shit's gone.
But when you do have that a little bit, you still feel like, oh man, as long as I don't catch no straight bullets, I'm good. I'll stay away from the bullshit. I ain't gonna get shot. That's how you can embrace getting shot. People getting shot because you like, well, I ain't doing shit that nigga was doing, so I ain't got to worry about that. But when niggas is just hooping, and I'm literally 2 days away from giving them the damn workout schedule for the rest of the season, I mean for the rest of the school year to get ready for next school year for basketball, like it's hard to wrap your head around. And she was just at basketball practice, and boom, it's crazy, man.
And that's the reality. I'm gonna say this real quick. The reason, like I said just a few minutes ago, that I feel the way I feel is because that happened in 1998 with DP. Still ain't over it.
No, you'll never get over that.
So
shit,
the reality of the sadness in my heart, of course, is going to always be there for my brother. But the reality is I'm sad for these kids because they'll never forget and probably never, especially her teammates.
The ones that was there.
The ones that they will never get over it. I
Every
mean,
time-
they'll just adjust the best
Yeah,
they can.
you adjust the best way you can. But the problem is that shit don't never go nowhere. So I was talking to the principal about it. I was oddly enough, the 71-point game for Donovan Mitchell that night was going on during the Damar Hamlin thing. So I wasn't watching Monday Night Football. Donovan was in the middle of epicness. I just happened to look on Twitter, and I just saw them niggas' faces. I didn't even need to know what happened.
Right.
It was just like that shit was down here, somewhere buried deep. I saw them niggas' faces, and that shit said, zoop. I said, whoa, time out. I know what that look mean. I know what that head shake mean. I know what all this mean. This, whoa. What's going on during the Bills game, bro?
Yep. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but,
that's the same thing I told y'all. I can't hear the breaking news on Fox 8. It will do something. It will send me right back to Friday night, March 6, 1998.
yeah, so.
If I ever hear that breaking news thing on Fox 8.
Brother, I told you. You know, just real quick, I know we're going to transition. But, bro, I remember I wasn't at the game. For some reason, I wasn't at the game. I don't know why, because I usually used to go to all of them. But I got a phone call, and it was from a classmate that was just on some like, hey, what's up? You know, this and that. She's like, you hear what her, you remember, did you hear what happened to, what's the name, the Shaw guy that died? I was like, what? She was like, yeah, his name was David Parker. I was like, what? I couldn't sleep in my room for like 2 months because every time I walked into my room, I said this before, I went to go see Dave during the what's the process before the viewing. This is before the wake or any of that stuff. This was like days before. I went to go see him, and when I seen him laying there, that vision was in my bed every time I opened my door. I couldn't sleep in my bed for like 2 months.
Because you don't process it as a kid.
Yeah, as a
man.
kid, you don't
and I
process
was
it.
just sitting here thinking as we talking about this, and like you said, I know we're going to transition, but it's just like we always talk about stuff from our side of things. I wonder what those guys from Madison thought about
Yeah.
that y'all was playing that
Yeah.
night.
They was the coolest, man.
And it was
They came to-
classy.
they came
It was
to the
very
funeral. It was
classy.
real dope, man. They came to the funeral and
Because
everything.
nobody
man.
ever really talks about them, but I wonder, do they talk about the fact that we was in this game?
They
This
probably.
dude failed. Because they, no matter what, they still experience this, and they experienced trauma on a different level than we did.
Yeah.
They was from Madison.
Yeah.
This is an all-white school.
All white team.
Playing
Ain't
against
nobody
all black
out there
school.
getting shot all the time out there where they
Yeah.
at or whatever. So we
Yeah.
kind of used to losing people in a
They
sense.
not, yeah.
So I wonder what happened with any of them guys. Do they just randomly at some time be like,
Yeah.
something
Definitely.
happens. Like I would like the Danny Hamlin thing happen, back through the. I wanted did any of them have a real bad night on that Monday because they
Sure.
remember being in that game, being in that gym, that game getting canceled, all that stuff. I mean, I wouldn't. I guess the part of me that's done the therapy stuff and the psycho crap, and not crap, but the stuff with classes or whatever. I guess that's the part of me that will like to talk to some of them and just wonder, like, what has your life been like? Does that happen for y'all at some point? Do y'all have that same memory of March 6th or something? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's real shit. But yeah,
It's
man.
the same.
But rest in peace, and Nyla Brantley, man.
I was getting ready to say that. Rest in peace
And to the family, man. It sucks, man. I hope. I don't know. I wonder if I don't want to give her name because she, but her sister. I wonder if she coming back to school. It's gonna trigger. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the kids. It's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be all I'm saying. That's gonna be a hell of a day when she come back to school. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like reliving the shit all over again with the amount of people crying.
It's like
and-
having counselors on deck for them. I mean, it's just
and it was that day happened along with something else that was like I can't really get into. So counselors and half the leadership staff was dealing with seriousness. This is serious, but it was just. I left that Thursday like I don't know which way is up. I ain't been that more emotionally drained. I don't know if I've ever been that emotionally drained at work ever in my life. I don't even know if I recovered from it yet. It was partially because of what happened with the other kid. It's just you ever had something that happened? Usually, in the movies and shit, both outcomes be good. Then something happens, I don't know. They fast forward to the little sister, she the valedictorian at Harvard or some shit. You leave the movie and you feel good. When something happened on the Thursday and you still in it on Sunday and ain't none of it turned out good. Both of them is all three situations from Thursday is about as bad as you could ask for. And you like, all right, I guess I see what's going on when I pull up to work tomorrow. But it's parent-teacher conference Monday and Tuesday, so, at least it won't be no kids, so we'll be able to get whatever info we need to get. But it was just emotionally draining, man. That was woo! So, yeah, anyway, that was ran into my birthday. So if it was ever a birthday where I was just chilling, it was this one. I just ain't been in the headspace, man, to be, I don't know, ain't shit to celebrate. How you celebrate a birthday when a 15-year-old girl just died? You know what I'm saying? That's it. I don't know. It's wild, man.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
All right, we got to transition some.
I'll transition. Fuck it. Since I brought it down, I'll transition it right back out. So first of all, before we start, shout out to Curvy CEO. The tickets for Curve the Runway 4, Watch the Throne are on sale now. They went on sale yesterday. So
Can we tell people to get tickets to this event? Like, I'm sorry, but it's just like we all were obviously there. Ulysses was in the show and stuff and everything last year.
maybe they do twerking again this year.
It was actually, it was a dope.
Fellas, they did lap dances last year.
Well, they did.
Y'all should give lap dances to the crowd.
I was about to say it wasn't the crowd. Like we wasn't sitting there getting lap dances. We was just at a table and But it was a really, really dope show. Like I know we talk and sometimes it's like, all right, we know the person and we talk. Sometimes we just talk that shit or whatever. It was dope. It was a dope fashion show. Like she did her thing. Like was it the LaSalle out there?
Yeah.
LaSalle.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
LaSalle. She rented out the LaSalle. Yo, it was a lot of people there. Yo, Jada Kiss came and performed. I'm like my nigga, like buy a ticket for this event.
Yeah.
It's going to be dope. It's going to be fun. You know what I'm saying? At least you modeling again, right?
Yes, I am.
But fuck that. DMXT is on the red carpet. You know? No, I'm playing. But no,
We all up through that joint.
We all going. Yeah, it's just like it was. You could talk to it. It was a dope experience. I mean, it's just like, and you don't. It's people that do stuff in the city, and you got to have this name behind you, and all the people. You got to be connected to these people and stuff like that. And then sometimes stuff just goes. I'm not saying she's not connected or anything like that, but then sometimes stuff to go on, and it's just a dope event. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that's why I say it's a really good time, and that's what Curve the Runway is. Outside of, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's a dope event. Go get them tickets right now.
I'm telling y'all right now, it's something you got to be prepared for because it was so much stuff happening at the same time that I feel like as a model I missed a lot, which to be expected. But at the same time, whatever, it was so much. Like from when the doors opened all the way up till we was closing and packing stuff up to the after party to like, and this is just like a fashion show or whatever. Like, but this right here is an adult prom. Like we're reliving our high school days for real. So it's gonna be an experience.
I actually think that's pretty dope too with the whole thing about the prom experience because it's just. It give you an excuse to dress up, and it's like, and people. I think niggas act a little bit better when they dressed up.
Like I act the whole nigga. I love it.
You know, it's less chance of people getting shot because you know we dressed up a little bit. You know,
Right.
Somebody might get poked, but ain't nobody gonna get shot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, what I'm saying you ain't seen the video on whatever World Star niggas dressed up for a prom or something, and now everybody's shooting. You know, what I'm saying so
Well,
you can feel pretty.
I mean, you just DJ'd a sneaker ball that ended in a. It was a mini rumble. It was a mini rumble.
Right.
It was a slight kerfuffle. You know what I'm saying?
Slight kerfuffle might be the name of the
It was
show.
a slight kerfuffle.
Miss Curtis said, yes, it's most definitely a family affair. It's an experience by all means.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you cool?
But
No,
said
you
tickets
cool.
went on sale yesterday.
Tickets went on sale yesterday. We'll get the link to put it in our thing for the show. And let's do it every week leading up to the thing. You know what I'm saying? We'll find it, put it in our description or something like that.
We should start a betting.
She said
pool.
3 years and no violence, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Oh, I'm not getting those comments. I'm not getting nothing. You on the YouTube or the Facebook?
Facebook.
Okay, all right, that's that.
I got
I will say this too. We should start a betting pool on who the performer is this year.
Hey, Curvy CEO, I've been begging for weeks now.
We should start a betting pool.
Please.
Is it a male singer, female singer, whatever? I mean, we should start a betting pool.
I know
more
who it
details.
is now. No,
I know more details, but I ain't saying nothing.
She ain't gonna say who. Niggas don't know. She don't know shit.
All right, we gonna
Y'all
tie her
forget
down
it's my
after the show.
cousin. We found out we cousins.
We gonna tie her down. Are you ticklish? We gonna tickle her until she.
Oh,
until she
wait
give
a
it up.
minute.
She might like that. I'm sorry.
My hernia.
She like, no, don't make me.
No, because I'm just like, somebody gonna hit that bitch the wrong way and it's gonna be like blasphemy.
Oh God, no. But no, it's honestly a dope time, man, and I'm actually looking forward to it. It's and you got to look at it. You got to start putting it where it is. It's one of the biggest events in the city, especially when you start looking at the fact that it's like you got the stuff that might be Radio 1 backed, so that's 93 or 107.9 that might be backed, and they got that muscle behind it. You take that out of there, or some, it's probably one of the biggest events in the city that happens throughout the year.
Oh, like I told you, I had been to a situation for real, outside of like going to like a concert or something that I felt that type of vibe. Like when we got out, like I said before, when we walked up and all of 185th, LaSalle Lights was
packed.
Was on, streets was packed, everything. It was super dope, man. So I'm just happy this time, especially. Not only to be supporting her, but at the same time for us, the DMST, to be involved with it. It's gonna go, man. Yeah. It's gonna go.
We gonna discuss some things, cousin, too, because some of the models gonna have to wash up this time.
We wouldn't say that. I don't know. That's no. We know nothing about that. We were just out there having a good time. Shout out to all the vendors that were there.
Shout out to
Go with the vendors.
Shout out to all the vendors was dope last year.
Oh,
Shout out to all the vendors. I mean, everything. It was dope. It was dope. So we looking forward to it,
man. It's gonna be dope.
All right. So what trouble do we want to get into?
Okay, let's. As the video is acting crazy, but anyway, first and foremost, I didn't even notice the video's acting crazy. This one comment. This is a dude. This is the person who put it. This is a response right here.
Child one day.
What that, you know what that probably mean? Anyway.
Yeah. If it's a guy that said it.
Anyway, so it's this video of this woman. Women gotta stop doing for niggas the shit they want done to themselves.
What does that mean?
This is video of this woman. She like gives her dude. Y'all don't lie. Don't lie here right now in my face, fellas. She give him a spa day. For some reason she putting like it's not up there.
It's on the. Okay.
It's gone now.
Okay.
She put like washcloths in like a slow cooker. She gave like her man a spa day at home. Okay, she put this thing
I
on his
saw that.
face. She put cucumbers on his eyes. She give him, man, we don't want that shit. Why do women give men things that they want done? That'll be like us on Mother's Day being like, I got you these seats to the Browns game. It's the December game. I know it's going to be cold, but I'm telling you, put on a couple pair of pants and some boots, you're going to love it. No, stop doing shit for me that you want done for yourself.
Right.
And clearly this man talking about some child. Come on.
They go both ways.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, okay.
So we can't be buying y'all Browns tickets in the dead of winter because we know better. Mm-hmm. Well, we might not mind it. We might not mind because we see the benefit in sitting 50-yard line in the game that's don't decide the division between us and the Bengals next year. Doesn't that make y'all tingle? Make your little weenie wiggle? Browns, they 10-5. The Bengals are 11-4. We beat them earlier this year. We win this game. We control our destiny with 1 week to go after this game to go to the playoffs. You got seats, 4 rows, just enough to be above the helmets, but just low enough to be able to see the whole field. 50-yard line behind the Browns bench for the game. Would you turn it down because it's December 28th and it's 10 degrees outside? Don't lie to me.
I'll be there.
Don't lie to me.
No. I'm
brainstorm about the lie today.
No. What I'm saying is, I probably
Brainstorm,
would.
don't feel pressure. That's how you feel. Don't let that man try to make you.
Nigga wants to lie today, man.
No, what I was about to say was, I probably
The
wouldn't
truth?
because I get mad about wanting to be in the cold nowadays for football.
Okay.
But
all right.
But for that game that
I got
matters
you,
that much,
James. I got you next year. I got you,
probably
Playboy.
wouldn't. That's what I said. I probably wouldn't. Nah.
Okay. All right, I got you. Next year I'm getting the tickets and we not telling this nigga nothing.
All right. I would be at home like,
Is that the niggas?
We in that bitch gripping up the players and shit.
all right.
Aaron asks if y'all don't like to be pampered. Like y'all don't like to be pampered.
I mean, I don't think we mind it, but she was the video like there are things I wouldn't mind being pampered. Okay? But can we be honest? There's other shit that we would enjoy. I think a woman would love for a nigga to get her breakfast in bed, do her nails, put the fucking towels in a fucking pressure cooker and take them out and they warm and cucumbers on her eyes. She'll bust 10 nuts just off the damn event. I don't think we mind it. Minding it and loving it is two different things. Minding it and desiring it and wanting it and bragging to your niggas about it. Y'all would brag to y'all girls about this shit until 2070.
Hey, dude. Okay.
Y'all
Come on now.
I love the
might be
Browns,
weird.
and I am there
You
with
said
you.
what?
In
Okay,
minus
Game
5.
7 NBA Finals. Cavs Warriors reboot.
I'm with it.
Donovan Mitchell.
We know that.
No. Or get your fucking self pampered. She said, I had tickets right behind the Cavs bench, but I'll get you this fucking motherfucking pressure cooker towel. Come on, can we tell the truth?
Oh no, I agree
That's
with
You
you.
comparing something that was never be a
That's
situation.
that's grounds for
he
divorce.
made it.
That's the grounds for divorce.
I agree, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you something real quick.
That was never be the trade-off.
No.
I 100% agree. I'm taking the games all the time.
Come on,
But I ain't gonna
now.
even lie. I love getting my feet clipped and feet done, and
Okay, we all love it.
I love it.
I love you ever had your hair washed by a gay male? Hold on. You ever had your hair washed by a gay male at the salon? It is
Amazing.
top of the charts. Pause. But y'all niggas ain't never had it happen, so I don't want to hear nobody mouth. Cause y'all niggas be doing just like me, head back, eyes closed.
No, his head was
All you gotta do is concentrate and never ever let out a. Don't ever let out a ever.
A nigga be sitting there. Hold on. A nigga be sitting there just like.
I done made brainstorm choke on liquor.
Because this was gonna happen. You're gonna be sitting there like this. Your eyes closed, like, and your eyes gonna go.
and they're gonna be like, they're gonna be looking down, smiling, like, I knew I had you.
That's right.
Child one day.
Oh man.
Oh
That
shit.
is hilarious.
No, I don't mind it. It's just the people in the comments is like, "Oh Lord, I seen what you do for other people." Man, stop acting like we want that shit. Men don't want that shit, man. We don't mind it. Wouldn't mind it. Obviously, we would say thank you. We would really appreciate it. But halfway through the fucking mask and cucumbers, I'd be like, "What the fuck? Can you take these cucumbers off my face? I can't see the game."
But would you really? You kind of don't want to do that because you don't want to hurt their feelings, in a sense. So you don't want to be like, all right, this is too much. You doing?
Yeah.
I don't care about this in a sense, but you know, like technically, you just
Don't care.
hey. All I know is that the announcers just went crazy, and
I can't
just
see.
dunked on somebody, and I missed it.
I got cucumbers on my fucking eyelids.
Is everything all right, baby?
Motherfucker.
Cool. Thank you, baby.
This shit off my goddamn eyes.
So, like at the end of the day, whatever. Most people in relationships, especially depending on how long you've been in a relationship, you know your partner well enough to know what they like and don't like, or what they're open to experiencing and what they're not open to experiencing. So, like, people wouldn't do nothing they know they partner wouldn't be cool with.
You will hope.
So, Corlisha has done something that she wasn't okay with.
I'm not saying that.
You
No,
feel
no,
safe
no,
at
no.
home?
Hold on. Don't try to turn it into something.
Don't try to end my relationship.
I gotta go home and sleep tonight. You know what I'm saying? But no, but I'm saying you know, sometimes I think people get so caught up in I think he'll like this or I want to do this for this person, and they don't think like, oh, he's not really into this.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like yeah, we can't buy
So
something
has
for our
Corlisha ever did?
No.
So hold on. See, let's do this. Let's do this. We
Okay,
got
so
this.
has Leah
Hold on.
ever
This
did
is
anything?
this is
the
also
greatest gift.
this is also a very. I'm not being whatever. I'm sorry, Elise. A very woman thing. We don't have to be going through the thing in order to express our disdain or love for the thing. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, I'm a coach. Okay, fellas, to all my fellas out here. I played the game and I'm retired, baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't have these issues, okay? I don't have these
My man
issues.
said my jersey is in the
My
rafters.
jersey in the rafters. I'm trying to save the generations behind us. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to get y'all in the Hall of Fame too.
I hold a camp every spring.
This is not off
Just
personal.
stop our hot girl summer.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta save the youngins. Nah, I feel you. That kind of brings us to a point I was looking at before the show where it was Life Jennings. Let me pull it up real quick. God, I should have had it. It was something on the Shade Room where he had he was commenting on. Let's bring it up. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. I'll make sure I get it right. Shout out to the Shade Room. Corlisha's gonna love that. And of course, this shit ain't. Well, here we go. So it was it's one of those questions: should women be required to plan outings if men are footing the bill? I said, as you know, we'll do this disclaimer. I'm kind of tired of this kind of question on the debate, but you know, Life Jennings answered. He said, women got a lot of damn nerve talking about men never take them nowhere, but yet never plan shit. I'm fucking working to make money to take you places. Least you can do is plan it. And so we talked about it a little bit pre-show, right? Where it was just like, all right, I feel like if you peruse the comments, whether you see a lot of women talking about it's nothing like a man telling you, you know, be ready at 7 and stuff like that. And I'm looking like, well, how many women really, I say people in general, but I'm for the sake of it, the beginning, how many women are sitting out here being like, all right, you've had that experience multiple times. A man just be like, oh, be ready at 8. And that's all you got to do is go be ready at 8. Or I bought you a dress and the dress is in the closet and the shoes and stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, no. And would you even, and I ain't gonna say enjoy it, but would you even know how to act if a man was, if you, I'll ask you, Elise, because you're looking at me funny style. I'll ask you, if a man really was like, yo, be ready at 8, there's a dress in the closet, it's your size. there's some shoes. I bought those for you. It's your size, whatever. Would you just be like, oh, man, my man treat me good? Would you be like, nigga, how you know my size? How you know my shoe size? Or would you question him on everything?
I already know that. I know that answer.
I think I'm the wrong person to ask because my first date was with my father, and that's what he did.
You gonna kill the mood on everything.
I told you. I'm the horrible. No, because like
No.
my dad, like for my 7th birthday, I came home from school.
Okay, we're not talking.
I'm just saying, like,
Everybody's first date was with somebody like that. Please. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
did you want to answer first? Because I can wait. I can wait. I mean, you got to talk to somebody who's never had an experience. I have.
Yeah.
And I had it as an adult as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, long story short, yeah, I love that.
You liked it, so
Absolutely.
no questions, no nothing. You enjoy just so you've had it as an adult. My question is, how many women have actually, when they always are in the feed talking about that would be dope and all this stuff, or I love a man that does this or whatever. How many women are really experiencing this in life? Or are you just piggybacking off of somebody else's experience and
Not
saying how
many
great that
because
would
men
be?
don't know how to date no more.
Okay.
They don't.
Your
Like
opinion.
you don't even know what tax bracket you dating in. You just know you want to fuck. That's it.
And y'all know that they want to fuck.
So then we
So how are
try
you-
to pick
so
the
how are y'all
best
approaching
person
it?
that like that's the reason why women have become more shallow. Cause like if I know all a man just want to do is fuck whatever, I'm gonna at least pick somebody I want to fuck with.
I think
So-
that's the biggest mistake y'all make. Y'all think that all the men want to fuck. Yes, they do at some point, but everybody wants to fuck. We're human. Everybody does. Y'all do too. The other one I brought up.
It's not even about just wanting to fuck. It's the way you go about it.
I also put that on ladies in general. I might be making myself public enemy number one, but also put that on them in general too, because it's like y'all understand that as well. So it's like, so what
It's
parameters
the
are?
vicious cycle of I'm gonna get what I want out of a man and I'm gonna get what I want out of a woman. That's really where we at right now. Everybody looking to get the most out of a situation, no matter what it is. It could be from a best friend. I know motherfuckers that done use me and I ain't never smashed that at all. Like, and that's just, I'm supposed to be your homie. So like, that's where we are as a society, for real. It's sad, but that's the truth. Everybody looking to get something out of it without giving nothing to it.
Everybody?
Period.
I'm trying to bite my everybody.
You said you retired, right? So you would know what happens out in the
But you
single life,
saying
right?
everybody. That
You said
includes
you was
everybody.
retired.
I know, but I'm still a human.
You said you was retired.
You mean single people? Because that's not a. But every the messed up part, people that's a convenient cop out in that conversation to classify myself and others as relationship bound. But you know what happened before a relationship? We were single.
And you had to be in.
Got to be single first in order to meet somebody. You know what I'm saying?
What?
And I'm sure the last person to get somebody probably got married today, April 2nd.
Somewhere.
And I'm sure somebody's going to get married tomorrow. And then Tuesday. And then next Friday. And next Saturday. So it's not everybody. It's just convenient to say it's everybody. Because people tend to strike out more often than they hit home runs.
But that's life.
Yeah, it's just life. But it's not everybody.
If life was so great and perfect and stuff like that, I say all the time, we all would be married to our high school sweethearts. Like literally, our first loves and stuff like that. We all be married to them, but we don't. That ain't what it is.
Really?
If life was so sweet and perfect,
Oh.
we loved this person to death or whatever. We was 14, we was 15, we was 16. We thought we was gonna be with them forever.
We was dumb as
didn't know
hell.
shit. Yeah, we didn't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So we would be with our high school sweethearts. You know, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like what we miss in some of these things, in some of these approaches, and what people talk about with these relationships is that what we miss is it's what's best for you, like no matter what. And let's say you'll use you, Elise. Let's just say that's your preference. You want a man that comes and he's gonna do these things and he's gonna plan your dates and he might surprise you every so often to pick an outfit and stuff like that or whatever. But that's what you have and you are accustomed to, and that's what you like, and that works for you. So if they're not doing that for you, all right, so then you ain't biting or whatever. So us on the outside, we can't be mad and be like, oh, well, you can't ask for that or whatever. We can't speak to what she's accustomed to, though. You know? But then, like you said before the show, Dev, you was talking about when I mentioned it or whatever, you was talking about how we as men probably need to do these things a little bit more.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Sorry,
Yeah,
y'all.
I think
Disclaimer.
we
Sorry.
good.
I'm sorry, y'all.
You good? No, I think I agree 100% with what you said. I think it is a I think the variables are way more slim than we give it credit. Like, for the most part, you pull up to your girl and tell her be ready at 7. I got your dress and your shoes. Your girl gonna be ready at 7 with the dress on and the shoes you got her. That's just, you know what I mean? Like we gotta understand the no, whatever. I don't want to get too condescending, but like as a society, there are norms, and that's one of them. You know what I mean? Like McDonald's and Popeyes and them don't exist for nothing because on average niggas eat the same shit. So on average humans eat the same thing. We wear the same shit. You're going to find shorts, pants, shirts, dresses, socks, shoes, belts, for the most part. Now, if you a nigga that want to wear your socks on your ear and your hats on your feet, you can do that. But for the most part, that's how niggas is going to conduct themselves in society. So for the most part, yeah. Your girl, if you want to go to Walmart, like I'm trying to run to the store, you want to go, yeah. For the most part, if she fuck with you, she going to go. If you say be ready at 7:30, I got some stuff ready and date plans, she going to be ready to go. Niggas are analytical at the core of us. Analytical just means we want to know what all the variables are. That's just who we are. So we're less agreeable motherfuckers. So we just ain't gonna be like, all right, we gonna who, what, when, where, and why some shit to death. So it's hard to do that with niggas. With men, I'm sorry. You stop calling men niggas all the time. But it's hard to do that with men. Women, you can do that. Guys, it's not like you can't, but are you gonna ever really just go with your girl to Nordstrom's while she shop?
I'm thinking about the episode.
Don't even make no sense.
Think about the episode of Martin when Gina
The shoe store?
buying shoes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Never in life.
So,
But your girl would tag along if you was wanting to go buy some shit for the Curb the One Way Prime shit. She wanna, you know what I mean? She wanna help you match the tie to the belt to the socks. We like whatever the fuck you pick out, ma'am. It'll be okay with me. We not going. Take your friend with you.
Can I ask you something, Julisse? Is this the requirements nowadays? Is this really? Maybe I'm asking you. I was asking the wrong person before. But is this the requirements nowadays? Is this really, in your opinion, what women are really want? They want the more take charge and plan this shit out or whatever. Is that really what women are looking for in a sense?
I mean, it depends on where a woman is in her life, because I know just recently I had to step into my feminine, because I'm very, very, very outspoken. And not to say that like you can't be outspoken and feminine at the same time, whatever, but I had to like definitely step into like the more submissive space or whatever to allow a more dominant and, you know, headstrong or leader type man or whatever, because you always going to attract the opposite. When you a very, very, very strong woman, you going to attract a feminine man. I know. Because when I look at my history, I always attract the opposite. Which, at that point, when I was like thinking about my mentor, where I was, whatever they was, very dependent on the opposite of where I was. So, you know, even though they had those qualities, don't get me wrong, whatever, I can't say I was like wearing the pants in the relationship, but I was leading. But I found myself doing more of the, you know, I guess you say leading or whatever, but I think like it depends on where a woman is and what they want. Because nowadays, whatever, it's just like some women have experience where if they wasn't making all the moves, then stuff wasn't getting done. So it just really depends on the woman, for real.
So let me ask you a question. What do you consider leading?
Woo!
What do you consider
Yeah.
leading?
Yeah.
Hold on, I didn't real quick. Please
Like-
answer. I didn't watch a million, probably not a million. A lot because I was a Kevin Samuels fan and shit like that. I've watched them style videos a lot. I've never heard anybody ask that question.
Yeah, I'm just
It's a hell of a
asking.
question, man.
Because when you said it,
You hear people say that shit all the time. What the fuck does that mean?
what do you consider to be leading?
So what I've considered to be leading or whatever is that like you have your individual goals and you have your goals as a couple, whatever. A leader ensures that they're making progress in those individual and couple goals. Like whatever the goals is, like whatever like that, like to lead that means we have progression, that we have movement. You know what I'm saying? That's leading.
That's right.
That's just me.
That's real. No, that's. I don't think it can get a better definition of leading.
No,
than
I
that.
just want to know.
No, that's a hell of a.
Because sometimes, I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. My allergies is acting up. People will say that, and I ain't saying you, but people will say that and consider, leading it, even as petty as far as like being like, okay, well, I make the money, you take care of the bills.
Nah, see,
Some people will be no, I'm serious. Some people are like, well, I take care of all the bills, but I'm going to get the money. But some people will look at that little small aspect as, oh, well, you ain't a leader because you should be doing this and doing that and doing that. You know what I mean?
yeah, because leading is.
So I just want to know your definition. I'm sorry, Dad.
No, yeah, no. She hit the nail on the head because it's more to leading than just that.
Yeah.
What do you do with it once you get it?
Right.
How do
I
we
agree.
maximize the shit? How do we? What qualities does your woman have that are exceptional?
Right.
And then how do you accentuate those exceptional qualities? How do you help her facilitate? You know what I mean? At those points, she's obviously the leader of her life. You know what I'm saying? How do you accentuate her qualities? And the more extraordinary of a woman you have in certain areas, the more helpful you got to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And leading sometimes is making sure, like for me, it was making sure every time I got a job that mirrored either my daughter's off days or where I would be available when they came about. Because of what the path she was going on was not going to allow her to have that kind of free time.
Right.
So how do I make this life function fluidly? Every job I pick up for the next 3-4 years got to be work from home. Every single one of them. All right, I'm done with the work from home. All right, let me do social work. Then once I did social work, oh shit, I can get into the schools. Boom, now I'm off in the summers and off for the holidays and everything meshes. And it might turn from trying to figure out, because there's nothing worse than having to figure out 4 months of nobody being off work to have to cover a kid. Then maybe 3 days because South Euclid got Ramadan or some shit like that. Right. Or maybe your spring break is a little bit different this year than last year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's way different than like from May 20th to August 16th. Your kid's out of school, but y'all both got to go to work 5 days a week from 9 in the morning to 6 o'clock at night, and y'all got to figure out what to do with the kid. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's just about like looking at life and then figuring out how can we do this life shit the most efficient way. And then executing that shit, and then hopefully she got trust enough in you that she trusts you in your decision making. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because whether it's she a dope at work or she dope at the crib, whatever she dope at, as a dude, hopefully you just let her do it. Not let her like you, but whatever. Her space to do what she does with fluidity, with fidelity. She can do whatever she got to do. Flourish, be great. I'm going to go over here and figure out the other shit so that you can go be great. You know what I'm saying? And that shit might make me great too at some point. But I know it's going to help you maximize your shit. You know what I'm saying?
So I got another question because, Miss Ulysses Dickerson, female voice at DMST, saying a leader. So with you having a man like that and appointing him said leader, how does that flow as far as decision making? Is it a situation where him being the leader that you let him be like A, B, C, D, this would need to be? Or is it still a situation of, no, my nigga, we got to discuss. I mean, of course you're going to discuss, but you know what I'm trying to say.
When you understand, okay, so when you understand me, and you understand like where I'm trying to go, whatever, and you understand where we trying to go, I always do like kind of like of a trial. So I'll definitely trust you like the first 2 times, but if I see you making fucked up decisions or whatever, and you not tweaking what needs to be adjusted in the situation, you just like, okay, well, just like you don't reflect, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's gonna come with some plan Bs at that point.
Okay, so
we still gonna do your plan A, but I'm gonna have that plan B on tuck. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what makes, I heard you say earlier too, I'm sorry, yo, I know we're gonna transition, but real quick, I heard you say that you've dealt with feminine men. What makes a feminine
Yeah,
man?
I thought that was
What makes a,
No,
fe-
it's
a
not,
feminine
it's,
man?
I know exactly. Go ahead. Ulysses is spitting facts right now.
No, I agree with her. I'm just asking questions because I want people in the feed. Thanks to everybody in the feed. I just want to know because even at the age of 42,
Real quick,
I still want to know certain shit. But go ahead,
real
Dan.
quick. I don't think the feed. I'm sorry, Ulysses, but the feed need to know. But what ends up happening down the line, and women could just be honest and admit it, an effeminate nigga at some point is gonna rub you the wrong way. And you just won't, just nigga, just do it. Ends up being the mentality, and when they don't, they move on.
Right.
So I know these niggas. Anyway, go ahead, Ulysses. Go ahead. I'm not gonna speak for women. Go ahead. I'm not gonna speak for you.
You won't speak for
I
me. You were
want
just speaking.
your answer.
'Cause I was about to start speaking for women about what a feminine nigga is.
I mean, you can.
Go ahead.
Hey, look, all perspectives is welcome. Like, I mean, we just speaking from experience, right?
I don't got no experience being a feminine nigga, so
No, not being a feminine nigga, but being around a feminine nigga. Like,
I don't even got no experience being around feminine niggas.
That's what I want to know. I just want to know what is a feminine
I
nigga.
don't do
So-
feminine niggas.
Nigga.
you gotta think about like the different roles of men and women in general, and if this is what we saying men are, and we say that this is what women are, well, when you're not, doesn't that by default make you the opposite? We can go cut and dry right there, or whatever. But, no, being with a feminine man, they don't really. They're really not intentional. They don't have any attention. It's always go with the flow. They avoid accountability. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's feminine or just like just different character flaws or whatever.
It is.
But it's just like they just, even how they react to life. Like, not even being like sensitive. You can't even say sensitive man, whatever, because you can still be masculine, alpha as fuck, whatever, and still be sensitive or whatever. But like yo, get up and get to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the thing that gets you down is this small. Like, how? Like, you will stay down forever in life or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, just scary to move and be progressive, whatever. I don't know, like, if men think that neglect ain't the same as abuse. Because I had my ex who, because he wasn't beating on me or he wasn't like taking money from me, he wasn't driving my car while I was at work and shit like that, whatever. He thought that because he wasn't doing anything to me, that neglect was okay. Like, but it was the things you wasn't doing for me either. Like, you wasn't supportive when I needed you, or like you was not there for me when I needed you. You barely could hold a conversation of even direction with what I could do because you hadn't experienced life how I did. Like, you can't even say what you would or wouldn't do in my shoes because you never even had the opportunity to make a choice like that. Like, you haven't even done anything with yourself to even direct me in what I'm doing. I'm light years ahead of you. So how could you lead me anywhere?
Yeah, I mean, I wonder sometimes when we had this whole conversations around leadership and submissiveness and all that stuff or whatever. Which again,
I don't even want to say feminine no more. I'm saying fuck boys. I've experienced more fuck boys than feminine.
Yeah, I wonder when we had these conversations sometimes. It's just the fact that there's just so many people that haven't lived these experiences. Like, they just haven't seen it in action or and things like that. I think at their core, like, there's all these arguments and discussions around women and they're too this and they're too that. They're too independent. That's why they can't be submissive and all stuff or whatever. And I almost, in a sense, look at it as women and some doing what they have to do to take care of situations, whatever. And I think at the core, women still are the type of person that just want to. You ain't got to have a man that's got to be doing this and hitting you or whatever. They just want a man that's got to he just wants to lead. He makes good decisions. Like if I feel like at the core, women, if they're dating a guy and he just, 9 times out of 10, he gonna pick the right thing. You know, then they'll be like, all right, cool, I trust you. Like, I think at the core shit, that's kind of how it is. I could be wrong, but I feel like at the core, that's where it's at. It's like,
it's 100% where it's at. It's 100% where it's at.
Yeah, more
man.
times than not, it's gonna. He gonna pick this, and
have
I
you
may
ever
not
worked-
like it, but if I'm
They
being
will.
honest, yeah, this nigga's usually kind of right about some shit.
Have
or
you ever
whatever.
worked at a place
Or
where
he handles shit.
have you ever worked somewhere with a bunch of women?
I
Like
mean,
a
I work in
gang
a
women?
hospital, so my role is women all day long.
Okay, well, like where I don't know. I'm thinking more of like, I don't know. Maybe
But
it is.
yours is
Like interacting with like on a like all day, every day. The interaction is with. What I'm saying is, it's the little shit that turns into big shit. It's we think about it on this grandiose scale. Think about it on this grandiose scale. It's little shit like Leah was trying to order shit off what's it called? What's the Instacart?
Or something? Okay.
And there was all these charges and fees. I just said, put the phone down. When I get off work tomorrow, I go to the grocery store. That's it. Conversation, everything subverted, over, done. This is done. This conversation is done. We're not paying an extra $40 for fees and taxes and this. We're going to go to the store and we can spend an extra $40 on some groceries. That issue is now off the table. So
What's up, Taylor Pete?
something that could have turned into, when you work with a bunch of women, sometimes things that to us might seem minute, if they trust you, they'll just let you do it real quick. It's not these grandiose gestures. Like we be thinking we only buy one house, nigga, maybe two in a good family. You only buy a couple cars. Ain't that many huge decisions to make. It's all little bitty decisions. It's the one time the principal asked my co-dean, like, can you go grab the HDMI cord? And she just walked into the office like, HDMI cord. Oh, right over there, the one of the front one. Thank you. Subverted. Done. Okay? That's all they looking for in a relationship, man, is for you to take these situations and make them go away.
Handle them. Yeah.
Handle them.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck whether you go to the store now or Thursday. Just pick a time so they don't got to do that shit. And it's just that simple. Like I think it becomes this heavy conversation because we think it's grandiose. We think every day we trying to pick out who buying a new car.
So every day we think we got to plan a date, like once a week or whatever, but they just like that shit every so often. Is that what you're saying?
It's just I picked Mackenzie up every day this week. Don't worry about it. You don't got to leave work. You don't got to rush out. That's it. That's the end of the conversation.
Okay, so I got a question. So we sparking this. So with that being said, now you being a leader and wanting to be that leader and be that person, and you doing those things, but you're dealing with an individual that is not like, even what you're doing them things that still is cut a certain way and not giving you the motivation to want to be a leader. How do you handle that type of situation?
I wouldn't be with him.
But if it's a situation where you in love with somebody,
but this is the thing.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you.
Doing everything.
I feel you.
But the motherfucker is talking to you a certain type of way.
I would never do that for them then.
Or, you know what I mean?
You got one time to talk to me crazy. We have a conversation about it. And if it's not the last time, then it won't be a next time.
Right.
It's a very simple concept. I'm not arguing in front of my kids. You're not calling me crazy. I'm not calling you out your name ever. You're not calling me out my name ever. I'm not putting my hands on you. You're not putting your hands on me. We're not doing this.
Right.
So I'm gonna go all in on what on what I can do to the best of my ability.
Right.
But I have very serious, straightforward conversations. Either we gonna do this the right way. Everybody gonna fuck up every now and then. But if we fuck up egregiously, you got one egregious fuck up. This is the rest of my life we talking about. So you talked to me crazy once back in 2011. That shit cannot ever happen again. Like 0 times, because I can guarantee to you it's not going to happen again for me. I'm not going to ever talk to you like that. I'm not going to ever talk to you crazy. I'm not going to ever yell at you in front of our kids. And we have an elevated conversation, we're going to have that shit in private. Right. So it got to be barriers and shit in the way to allow motherfuckers to know when and where. My father told me a long time ago, loving somebody is telling them where the hell they can get off. Sometimes they got to get off the ride. You're not going to talk to me crazy and get the best out of me. This shit is over with.
Right.
I don't have to be here.
Right.
I don't have to be in a relationship with you. So either we gonna do this to the best of our fucking ability or have a good life.
Right.
But I'm not doing this shit with you. Not back and forth. Not over and over again. You gonna watch your motherfucking mouth, and I'm gonna watch my motherfucking mouth. Deal? All right. Have a good day. I mean, I don't know what else we got to talk about. Right. I'm not gonna ever talk to you crazy.
Right. I get it.
But you damn sure ain't gonna talk to me crazy.
Right.
And what? I'm gonna sit in the living room? You got me fucked up. I'm not doing that shit for the rest of my life. But she also got to have faith that I'm not gonna do her like that.
Right.
So no,
I get that.
hell no, hell
I'm
no.
just asking, stuff like that because of the nature of, like, when she brought up as far as, like, it just seemed weird, not saying nothing against you or what y'all was saying, but it just seemed very weird nowadays to just put feminine man in the same sentence. Like, I'm trying to get the definition. I get what you're saying.
I mean, I think it's the same thing we say masculine woman. A nigga who just likes it. I think going with the flow to her is just like, oh, well, I mean, we'll put it in God's hands. Them ass niggas. Right. No, nigga, go figure some shit out. Make some shit shake.
No, I get it.
Not man, well, hey.
So what if
it's
you
so
admit?
simple.
Okay,
I feel like it's just so simple nowadays or whatever that people choose to make it hard because of selfishness. Because, like, for real, if, like, say, for example, a dude interested in me. Okay, well, on the surface, I work in dialysis. I do stand-up comedy. I'm part of a podcast. Okay, well, if you showing interest in me or whatever, are you tuning into my podcast? Are you coming to my shows?
Does he understand that you move a lot?
Lunch once out the week or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If we that busy or whatever, you DoorDash me lunch, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I working 40 plus hours a week, nigga, you can't DoorDash me a lunch? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like the little stuff, whatever. It's the energy and effort that you put towards actually being a part of somebody's routine. Because...
Which makes you a feminine man.
No. I'm talking about if you have real interest in dating me. I was just making an example, whatever. Like, I'm talking about, like, dating is so simple that's where I was going with it. Like, I was talking about the whole feminine man, whatever. Like,
a feminine male is just a nigga who.
Hold on, I'm gonna cut.
Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta say this. The only reason I'm saying this is because let's say you an individual that has been desperately trying to get back on his feet, desperately putting in applications, doing whatever, and doing different things, and the shit just ain't shaking. Like, you can't, outside of like hitting some niggas up and being like, nigga, put me on the roster to make some moves. And you look at an individual and be like, you ain't no real man. Is that a feminine man?
I mean, I don't think it's people looking for jobs. I don't think that.
Oh, by the way, this ain't personal.
No, I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying that I don't think that makes you a feminine male.
And at the end of the day, like, nobody's obligated to ride with you through a storm.
Yeah, that's the other part of it. You're right.
Nobody. It don't matter. I don't care if at the end of the day I'd let you hold $1 million when you was down and I fall out and I ask for 10. Don't matter. Nobody's obligated to do anything like for you. And the entitlement of certain people in situations when things happen in life.
Okay, now we get into
that's facts. No, that's facts.
You gotta pick your own self up because you gonna have to get you out of it, no matter who put you in it. Because when I sit up there and I had an eviction on my record from me trying to keep my mama at home doing the right thing, nobody gave a fuck why I had an eviction. They just knew I had an eviction. So it doesn't matter where your heart and your intentions
at
is.
the end of the day, people are
whatever.
grown.
Like you gotta do what you gotta do for self. Always.
Okay.
I saw something this week where the Samsung thing where he, people write in stories or whatever, but it was some lady wrote in talking about how she held a dude down and, she helped him get his credit right and stuff like that when he wasn't working good and all these things, whatever. Then his life got turned around. He had a good job and all that stuff, whatever. And then, so now she was on the other half of struggling and stuff. And she was like, well, she was wondering, like, he should be helping me out. He should be doing this and he should be doing that. I'm looking like, no, he shouldn't be doing that. You using the word should a lot because he shouldn't be doing nothing. Now, being nice, like the human element of shit, yeah, he should probably hold you down too because the fact that you held him down and stuff like that or whatever.
But he don't have to.
But he don't have to. So you using that word should a little bit too much. When you was out there helping him out, you should have been getting your shit together so that you ain't put yourself in this position that if something ever happened to you, you got to rely on this dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that's like that's the thing. It's like they don't owe you shit. They don't owe you nothing.
Go ahead, Playboy. Go ahead.
It sounds nice, but they don't owe you shit.
I agree with that. But see, that's where the okay. See,
Go ahead.
this is where this hold on.
Okay,
this is where this comes in for me, and why I'm like cut a certain way. Because then at that point, I either got to call you a friend, a bae, a acquaintance, or something like that. Because why wouldn't you want to look out for somebody that completely and totally looked out for you at your worst? I ain't saying that you
That's
got
not-
to. I'm saying, why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
so that makes
yeah,
me
yeah.
question, like,
So okay, it's
You know
two.
what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
twofold answer
you
to
get
that
what
though.
I'm saying?
It's a twofold
Yeah,
answer to
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Needing help is not the same energy as giving help.
no, I get that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get
So
you. I get
just
you.
because I needed some assistance doesn't then therefore it's almost like some people can be coached, but not everybody is a coach.
I get that.
Like not everybody once they get it is good at giving it. Michael Jordan about to sell the Hornets. He too bad at it. He don't know how to coach. Some people don't know how to give. They don't. Giving is an
I get
art. You have to have a certain heart inside of you. You have to have a certain level of patience. You have to have a certain level of understanding, compassion inside of you
Think
to
about it.
give.
Playboy's a giver. Playboy,
Everybody ain't no giver.
Yeah, yeah.
I
get that.
I get about that.
I get that.
I'm a giver in the bedroom. I know I'm gonna receive. You know what I'm saying? But that's about the only place I. No, I'm joking.
No,
No,
I
I
get
mean,
it.
but you got to think
No, go
about it,
ahead.
whatever, like, too, whatever. You got to be responsible with who you give to, too. You don't just give to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, you got to have some discernment about yourself, too, whatever, because, like, if we going to look at it like an exchange and that's what you're looking to get out the situation or whatever, you got to be more responsible with who you help.
No,
Knowing
I-
that going to put you in a predicament or whatever, that if ever, like, you know how your life is. If you know you ain't always solid, you know you got some down moments where people need to, like, rally behind you or really get behind you or whatever, you help those people who have proven to help you in the past. You don't go out here doing new shit with new motherfuckers hoping and wishing and maybe not getting what you already had.
Those two different
with the
things, though,
people who
Elise.
are around you.
Those two different things. You said something key. You said going into a situation expecting something in return. That's a different situation.
But still,
That's like doing for you and expecting you to do for me.
No, see-
But in the same breath, it's kind of being
But if that's how you
hypocritical
are,
in a sense.
no, let me just say that. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. If that's how
It
you
is.
are, if that's how you are, then that means you have to have discernment with who you do that
Yeah.
with.
No, I get
That's
that
all
part.
I'm
I get
saying.
that part.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I'm just not disagreeing.
And
But
that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
no, I get it. I'm just not disagreeing, but kind of saying like me personally, I don't help people with the mindset of, okay, when I get down, I need you to help me. That's not what I'm saying.
no, but you don't say that. But
I just value shit. Like as far
But-
as people I deal with and I do for it.
But I think what they're trying to say, I know this is gonna sound crazy.
No, go ahead.
I'm trying to tie it all together. But like it's the same thing with discipline in the field that I work in. You gotta start with the reins tight. Then you can loosen.
I get
It's
it.
hard to start with the reins loose in your classroom or building and then try to tighten the reins. It's not gonna happen. What I'm in life, that translates to can't nobody get shit until they prove to me they worthy of some shit.
I get it.
Then once I'm completely convinced that you fuck with me the way I fuck with you, then and only then will I let you get away with maybe not getting the detention today. Because I know that you value this discipline, that you valuing what's going on here. So in life, I'll let you, I got you, because I know if it was on the flip side, I know if it was on the flip side, you got me. But immediately once I start, we could be going raw. If I don't know yet, if I don't know, folks,
Hey, you know, raw is like the.
It's like, nigga, I'm
It's like we kicking it.
well, yeah.
We married. But nigga raw.
Raw's different now. I ain't pulling out now. No. But no, like I gotta know. I'm starting with the reins tight. Don't nobody get shit. And then once you might be in a situation where maybe only one or two people in your life is worthy of your time.
No, I get it.
But it can't be I'm generous to everybody, because the odds of it is if 10 niggas is in the room, one, maybe two of them gonna be generous back to you. So 8 out of 10 times you're gonna be thoroughly disappointed.
Right.
Like nigga to the point of no return. Like damn, I can't believe these. Yep.
You know what? And I think, me personally, speaking, from different experiences, that I think that's probably been like my biggest downfall in life, like with different shit. Like, I'm the type of person that sit up and want to. Okay, put it like this. A lot of people want to hit the Mega Million or whatever for what's the main reason?
To get this bread and quit working.
My reason for wanting to hit the Mega Millions is to help people.
With all due respect, I love you, but
bruh.
But
I
that's
love
just
you,
me.
but out of
You
the
know
four
what
of
I'm
us in
saying?
this
Like-
room, you might be the only person with that approach. Right?
But
I
can't
feel
help
you.
who I am.
No, I feel
mean,
you.
it's just,
I
got
feel
a
you.
big heart.
I
Like,
feel you, but
And what's so
We-
sick about it?
And I ain't saying people that. I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I didn't cut you off. Go
I'm
ahead.
just saying what's so sick about it or whatever, and you want that goal. It's probably so many people around you that don't deserve that shit that you will never have that shit happen until you discern, decipher, and decide
Yep.
who deserves that.
Exactly.
Who don't.
Right.
And the fact that you literally, never mind. That's too
No,
personal.
don't get it twisted.
That's too personal.
No, let's not get it twisted. If I hit the Mega Millions, of course,
I mean,
my
a lot-
life
it's a lot
and
of
my
people that's
kids
good.
and all the people that's in my life is gonna be taken care of.
Parker gonna be the issue. Parker don't deserve it right now. Parker on some trash.
Yeah, she is. You know what I'm saying? She is.
Parker the one holding up your blessings, bro. That's the reason why that tree fell out her window. She was up there doing some witchcraft.
I was like, she looked
I
at me and
led
was
the
like,
way to blah. She had the child play.
no, but I mean, like, and trust me, these are issues I've dealt with my entire life. And I ain't making this about me, but we talk.
But
you
see,
know,
we
around the
are.
subject.
We are.
No, can I say something real quick though, and I'll be done with it? People always think that when they do stuff for somebody else, that the reaction of that person is gonna be like tears of joy and just like, oh my God. I'm so-" You are not prepared for the opposite. When they're completely ungrateful and they talk about what you should have did.
Yeah,
and
not
then-
grateful.
It's like,
I know what you mean.
like, you know
Just
what I'm
not
saying?
ready
So
for
it's
it.
like,
Yeah, 'cause
you gotta
ungrateful means I
understand
wanted
that
it.
Sometimes God be protecting you from how ungrateful a motherfucker is already with him for you, because he already knows some motherfucker for him to handle. You wouldn't be able to handle that for some people.
Yeah.
And they may need you further down the line, and because of who they were today, you can't help them down the line when that was the purpose of them being in your life from the start. So sometimes, for real, God don't let you help people because they ungrateful as fuck, for real.
No, I get it. No, I understand. I'm just speaking on the aspect as far as like, you know, it's something I've struggled with. Like, because I'll tell you right now, nigga, I hit for 100 million. You think all of y'all ain't getting the motherfucking whatever car y'all want and a bag of money?
But see,
Nigga,
that's,
like,
the
that's
thing, that's
just-
the thing, though. I don't want the car. Well, if you're gonna give it to
No,
me,
I'm just saying.
But I mean, but
We-
I don't
we
want
just
that.
talked about it earlier with the.
It's not about the car or the money. What the point I'm trying to make is
My thing would be why. It's like there's so many other things you could do with it.
Yeah.
I mean,
that right
because-
there, the
because-
reality of it. The
Hold
reality
on.
of it.
Let her finish.
So you just literally put a bag of money and keys to a brand new car and brainstorm hand. He literally said, "Why?" Like that right there to tell you right there.
No,
But,
no,
but,
I mean,
but hold on, it's like the thing we talked about earlier with the chick who gave the dude the facial and the spa.
yeah.
He is sitting there like, I just want to watch the goddamn game. I don't even want
I mean,
all this
but
shit,
but
man.
don't you want to do
You
special?
ain't got to give me a car. I'm not.
No, you about to ask
we're not being
questions.
funny.
Fuck no.
No, we not
Fuck,
being
I
funny.
don't know. No, I don't want to do special for the motherfuckers
we
around
not
me.
being funny.
This for the
It's
people who
like-
deserve it.
It's just like, yo, we could have been like, it's like know your personnel.
Yes.
You could be like, yo, floor seats to the cabs. Brainstorm like, yo, you the best person in the world or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That is gonna be cheaper than a goddamn brand new car. I don't
mean-
need the car.
No, but what I'm saying,
And I'm not being funny about it because I don't.
no,
I know
I
it's
get
your
it.
heart.
No,
I'm just saying,
I get it. I'm just saying, like, if I got fucking money,
If you
Okay.
got
I
it,
don't know.
yeah,
Maybe
but
it's-
yeah,
maybe-
but
I don't know,
why?
man.
But why?
I
It's
can't
so many other
imagine
things.
myself coming up on that type of money and not
I'm
blessing
gonna go home
the
and
people
pray
I say
for
I
brainstorm.
love.
I mean, I'm
I just
gonna
can't
go home
see that.
and pray
Like,
that
I
Playboy
mean-
hits the lottery tonight because we all getting
Please
shit.
do it. Please do it.
We all getting stuff, and y'all have heard it on this
I mean,
episode.
is that bad to think? Am I thinking wrong?
I don't want to say bad. I mean, it's who you are. I don't think everybody's like. I have a level of discernment about the people around me that would prevent. I mean, it would. My daughters, the wife. You know, I give niggas some shekels. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
give
niggas want some
shekels.
burgers? I got burgers for y'all niggas over here in the room. I left them at the studio, and a hologram for me is gonna show up every Sunday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Y'all niggas have a good life.
Hey, have a good life.
Hey, remember that episode in March when I brought in tacos and I thought it was Cinco de Mayo? It's gonna be Cinco de Mayo every Sunday from now on. I mean, because y'all love tacos.
I can't believe he brought tacos in March and tequila. This thing is wow. It was March 5th.
Now, well, it's Cinco de Mayo.
I said this nigga's really nice, man. This nigga cooked
Oh
up.
man.
Well, it's Cinco de Mayo every
Whoa.
Sunday with the hologram. How
Oh
is it?
shit, man.
Is the cilantro hidden? I mean, what? Ulysses, let me know. I mean, hey,
Oh man.
please tell me.
I can't with y'all, man.
I wanted to.
I can't. Y'all is just.
Y'all gotta tell me. Y'all gotta let me know before I hit the lottery.
What is this? What?
That was the pictures from LTC. The one thing was the Damson thing.
I did something with a virtual camera by mistake. I hope I ain't fucked nothing up. No, I was trying to show you. We get out here on two things that's light, man. Two light topics. Hold on. Where the fuck is downloads at?
Oh, and just so y'all know, somebody who paid attention to detail, actually took me serious. I actually went on a coffee date not too long ago because somebody heard me say a coffee date is cheap and you get the conversation.
That's what's
and
up.
that. So I was like, oh.
What does
okay,
his
so you
name
pay
start
attention.
with?
Huh?
What does his name start with?
I can't tell you.
Because I'm wondering if it's okay. What's the?
It ain't him.
All right, whatever.
He got a girlfriend now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
The one that we all met.
Congratulations, Tyrone. He got a girlfriend. No, he got a girlfriend now.
Okay. All
He's
right.
like, you've been sleeping on me all this time, whatever. Speak for me now, whatever. I said, I'm happy for you.
Okay.
Shout out to our nigga Mook, man. This might have been. I don't laugh. I don't laugh out loud often. Oh, what I do, man? I done fucked up, man. Hold on. They looking at our thing. Okay. I don't laugh out loud often, man. But that nigga. So I guess a bunch of employees got laid off at EA Sports, Roku, Disney, and 2,200 employees at Indeed. And that nigga Mookie Montonio said, "Damn, so Indeed gonna need Indeed." Yeah. Who the fuck working for? Why are all these companies laying people off right now,
Those
man?
are all the people who said work from home.
Oh
They
yeah.
Listen.
They did.
How many people
But-
jumped on the work from home bandwagon
That's
with all
true.
these major companies to be customer service reps or this and this and
That's
that,
part of
whatever.
it, okay.
So yeah, I can see that.
That's part of it. The other part of it is the leaders of these companies at some point were going to reverse on that, and it's about the money they're losing. And me and Cornisha were just talking about that the other day. Like working from home, you're really not
Working.
No. I mean,
Tell the truth, nigga. Don't lie. Did it for 4 years.
It's not that. It's that. But think about it. When you was in the office that you worked,
How many times nigga to call you like, huh? Hello?
did you?
Hello? Is DJ brainstorming me? Nigga knocked out.
Hey, real talk though. Playboy called me sometimes at 11 o'clock in the morning. He'd be like, "Oh my bad, I be forgetting you work." I'd be like, "Nigga, hey, I'm cool though."
Oh, you try to hit a nigga with, oh no, don't worry about it. What's up with you?
Yeah, that's exactly what I say every goddamn time. I'm cool though. What's up though? I said, but no, I think it's the role reversal of people who were in the money, the leaders or whatever, being like, "Oh, we're losing money." You're really not. Like, let's be honest. On the 8-hour shift, you go in the office, you talking to motherfuckers.
Yeah,
every
no, you
so
don't be doing
often.
shit at work.
You go to get breakfast. That's of some time. You go to get lunch. They say 30 minutes. How many times you took a 30-minute lunch for your 30 minutes? Unless you had to punch out and punch back in.
Yeah, you at least be doing shit. She hook a nigga up.
Listen,
So-
my job. No, I'm taking an hour.
So think about it.
She
So we was
hook a
always,
nigga up to the
so you
machine,
was
go
always
sleep.
at work, not working for 8 hours anyway. So even if you at home not working, we just feel worse about it because you watching Power while we doing it. Fuck that.
Can I be 100?
Oh God. Come on.
So you know how the weather been crazy, right?
Yeah.
So what was it? The other day, it was cold, and I usually take a nap after my first, like for my first break, I take a nap, and I was like, I don't feel like waiting for my car to warm up. I'm 2 minutes from my job. I kid you not, I drove back home and laid on my couch for my break.
I ain't mad at you.
Like, my house already warm.
I'm not mad at you. Shit.
Why not? When I lived down south, I was 2 minutes from home when I worked. I used to go
Listen.
home for lunch every day.
Listen, I was like, this is dangerous. I might not go back to work. Like, I might be late all the time coming off break if I go back home.
Yeah, I used to
A couple times I got in trouble. When I used to go home literally, and I would make a big lunch sometimes. So you know, niggas gonna niggas, so we gonna eat a big lunch
The itis.
and we gonna be on the
Yeah.
couch. Yeah, yeah.
Nigga, from 2013 and 2019, I was either working for the county where I was always out, or I worked from home. Nigga, how many times I'd have ate lunch at home, then turned into a nap, and put in some fake notes and shit? So I just,
But again, when we was in the office
I
for
work
8
with
hours,
Medicaid fraud.
Listen. I work with patients, whatever. I was nervous being at home for that daggone nap. I was like, I hope one of my patients don't go out. because I'm the most seasoned on the floor. So
Well,
But again, so when when in the office for 8 hours, again, we talking to people, we chill, we stop by somebody's cubicle, we do this, we have that, whatever. We was never in the office working 8 hours anyway. Let's be honest. Like we was never like punched in like the whole time.
this nigga trying to make light of how he be sleeping. Man, we only been at work for 4 hours anyway. Man, I don't feel bad for sleeping.
I ain't even missed nothing.
There was a point in time, not now. There was a point in time where I would get in the bed and take a nap.
Oh
at
yeah,
home.
oh nigga, full-fledged covers up to the neck,
Dude,
slobbing ass
I
neck.
had my blanket on the couch. Man, I kept my uniform on, kept my coat on. I was like, if I take anything off and get too comfortable, it's a wrap. I had my blanket right there. I just like laid on the couch.
The fucked up part is them naps be feeling the worst when you wake up. But real quick, the other day, I glossed over this on Friday. My alarm fucked up. I ain't had no alarms on my phone. They reset my phone. It was one of them ones. You wake up.
In a panic.
I woke up like, but it was way
chirping.
Yeah, it was. I'm like,
Yes,
why the fuck?
it is my birthday.
I'm like, why is it so bright to be 6:10 in the morning? Nigga, it was 8:16. I had to roll
55 missed calls and shit. Mr. Reed, we can't get into the school. And it's cold.
Luckily, I don't do morning arrival. I text him like, yo, my bad, I'm on my way. I didn't get to school at 9 o'clock. Then my one teacher, she was late too, and she was like, I'm tired. I said, I ain't. Nigga, I slept to completion. This today, nigga. I woke up on my own. No, you know how good it feel to wake up on your own on a work day?
Hey, you know what? You remember, this ain't gonna be funny, but you remember The Wizard of Oz? Y'all remember when Dorothy ran into them flowers and passed out? And then the snow came trickling down?
That's how good it felt.
She got up like,
Nigga, I was like, Nigga, I swear to God, I got up and yawned with both arms out. I swear to God, it was one of them on the edge of the bed.
it was like, I feel good.
And of course, I fell asleep. This is the part that killed me. I fell asleep downstairs, like I do a lot of times. And so it's 8:16. 7:34, I get a text from Leah. What time you supposed to be at work today? Nigga, you could have came. I could have been dead. You gonna text me?
Right.
Block down the flights. How a dead nigga gonna text back? What the fuck?
No, that might be the name of the show right now. I was dead nigga go touch
She like, I texted you to see. You thought I heard zzz, zzz, while I was asleep? That's what you thought I heard while I was knocked out? The fuck is going on? She like, I didn't know. I thought you had a day off or something. No, ma'am.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
You gotta go
Let me ask
check
you a
on them.
question. If anybody was to wake you up unexpectedly, how do you react?
I'd have been like, huh.
Yeah,
You know,
everybody.
one of
Are you
them.
violent?
No.
Okay, so that's why I was like, maybe.
Oh no! I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Like, huh? What? Like, I don't know what's going on for the first. You could do anything to me first 5 seconds.
Right.
Get your hand off my dick. What's happening? The first 5 minutes, man.
And you know
The
how
5 seconds. I mean,
you know how I honestly believe Dev. You know how I honestly wholeheartedly believe
What's he
Dev
say?
because we're talking about going to Vegas for a bachelor party and Dev like, yeah, but I might be in a room sleep.
yeah.
This nigga Dev value sleep, so I
value sleep.
wholeheartedly believe Dev when he is sleep, this nigga is gonna be sleep no matter what. So
There are very few things I value more.
Hey, I'm letting you know right now. I'm buying a case of Red Bull when we get there.
Or get some Celsius. Celsius is good. You ever drink Celsius?
What is that?
It's like healthy energy drink. It's good.
I think is it a white can?
Yeah, it's good.
The white can? I think I've seen it. I tried it.
Yeah.
But I'm playing it, man. Listen, I don't know who's gonna have more fun between me and you.
you,
He said that fast. He was like, nigga, it's on you.
it's on you.
But no, man, this shit's crazy, man.
So we'll wrap it up. But,
No, real quick, one more fun thing, real quick before we go. We don't got to take the amount of time; that'll be an extra hour. But I saw this. I saw this the other day on Twitter.
Oh, I seen that too.
So I know I brought it up. If y'all want to, oh, this ain't it. This ain't it. God damn it! Which one is it? That's the wrong one. Okay, there we go. All right.
I forgot you asked this.
What? Trying to make it big. If there, what did it say? What? So it said what famous person? Damn, where'd it go? Where did it be going? Should just be going away. All right, it said what famous person could you stand up and give a 15-minute presentation on without any prep whatsoever? I responded on Twitter to this one. Mine was a person and then a group, but it was Michael Jordan and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yeah. You give me 15 minutes. Michael Jordan was born, you know what I mean, February 17th, 1963 in Langley, North Carolina. You know, I could give my Michael Jordan rundown. And then Bone Thugs and Harmony, I could get an entire like rise to fame. They, you know, but I could do that with no prep.
I'll go. I'll say y'all probably won't be surprised. I'll say Jay-Z maybe because I just started spitting lyrics. So what did he mean when he said?
I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man.
Yeah, so probably Jay-Z. You know, birth dates and shit like that or whatever. You know, so that's gonna be my choice.
Or I can go. I probably got two people. Donny Hathaway.
That's your dude.
From his birth to his death, how he died, all the accomplishments, all his songs. I've heard every last one, probably about 1 trillion times. And Martin Lawrence, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence. Okay.
Born in Germany. He's actually a military brat. My favorite show of all time.
Yeah.
You know, Martin and Donny Hathaway. I could get up and just say a whole bunch of shit and quote a whole bunch of shit too. So I say them too.
I could do Coco Jones, but it wouldn't be shit to do with her life and past.
By the way, I don't like the way she's doing jazz lately.
She did Jazz Dirty. I ain't see the last one.
I'm one episode.
I'll tell you about the last one.
Yeah.
The one before that I saw when she tried to be extra. No, that was two before that.
For his family.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
But real life Coco would never do jazz like that.
All right, Elise.
Probably Aaliyah.
Okay.
Probably Aaliyah and probably Aaliyah, Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just learned today. I'm sorry, Brainstorm. I just learned today for Beverly Hills Cop that they actually was casting Sylvester Stallone for Axel
For the other
Foley.
part.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
They doing a part 4, ain't they?
I'm not sure.
I think he said he was doing another one.
But he didn't want to do it. I guess because it was comedy involved in it. So he was like, it was more. He wanted more action versus the parts of comedy, and so they went with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And they want to be in one of the best fucking.
I honestly think I saw that. Yeah,
trilogy.
Yeah.
Was it trilogy? Right.
I gotta watch those. I haven't watched them from beginning to end in a minute.
Yeah.
I just saw a clip from Harlem Nights. I haven't watched that from beginning to end in a minute. There's been a lot of movies I haven't watched. I watched. We talked about it, didn't I? Watching Lean on Me. Did we talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that.
That was after the school fight.
Yeah.
I gotta watch New Jack City again.
That play is coming
okay,
to
so
town.
for me, like
I need to watch
my
that again.
sister is your age, right? So that's the reason why I can speak on certain things or whatever because I was forced to watch, of course, what she wanted to. So now that I'm older, it's like even though I was forced to watch it back then, now I want to
have a
watch it
different
because I want
appreciation
to.
of it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of them. That Baby Boy, Friday are probably movies that I know I've never been a quotable for every scene, but I know every single scene
Definitely
from
Friday.
those movies. Every single scene.
Players
For me, it's
Club,
Friday in the Wood.
Color Purple.
The Wood, yeah. But
I didn't realize
Yeah, Baby Boy. Yeah.
how sad of a moment. I mean, I knew it was sad, but I didn't realize that as an adult, I went back and seen Ricky getting shot.
yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
The part that made me sad was
The
when they
kid.
carried him inside the house, and then
Mama.
the mama
okay. She was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
and the baby started crying. I was just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And
And then it was crying. Nigga come up. He was like, "You did this.
Yeah.
You did this.
Yeah.
Bruh.
What I do? What I do?
That is one of the most
I ain't kill him."
right.
Yeah.
That's one of the most memorable, like sad scenes I've probably ever seen. And then when Trey was
Punch in the air.
no, not even that.
The
That was funny.
most memorable sad scene is we going to low seas when they was in the line,
Right.
and she reached in the bag to get the purse, and she found them condoms.
Yep. Oh, you talking about?
Baby,
And she was like, "Get my fucking phone." And he was like, "Thank you. Have a good day." Oh, thank you. You want to be funny?
Oh, yeah. Oh, baby boy, that's baby, yeah,
Nigga was like,
I'm sorry.
"Where'd you get those condoms from?"
Where you get them from?
He was like,
Who those? You want to know the truth? I fucked them girls from time to time. You happy with that? All right, let me stop. That is the greatest, worst movie in the history of movies, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Horribly acted. Great story.
You know another person I think I could talk about real quick is probably Prince.
You good?
I was a big fan of Prince. Yeah, that's like my honorable mention.
Okay.
I'd probably say Chris Breezy.
Chris Brown. I remember watching And One mixtape. This had to be
I know exactly
01?
what you're talking about.
02, and this nigga like him in a fucking at halftime at like Rucker Park, and the crowd was like, "What the fuck is going on the court right now?" And that nigga turned into Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Like, didn't nobody know who the fuck Chris Brown was? He was doing all that bullshit on the court, and niggas was like, "I just want to see hot sauce in Professor." And I remember it was on like NBA TV or some shit like that. And I'm like, what was his first song?
Run it.
Want to see you can run it, yeah.
The first big one.
And
Why
them
you gotta
niggas,
see your
Probably
legs?
that, yeah.
cause that's what he was doing. Them niggas was. I want to find that clip. It was like that. I don't watch SpongeBob, but this kid's SpongeBob clip to be funny online. When it be like some shit going on and people just be staring and they be blinking their eyes and shit and it be like crickets. Ain't nobody know what the fuck was going on. Yeah. I'm gonna find it.
All right. Well, anything else, people?
Battle of the Sexes, April 22nd, Saturday at Lucy's. I'll be telling jokes and delivering funnies.
I feel like April's a busy month. Every time somebody tell me a date in April, I'm like, all right, what's going on this date? Because I feel like something's happening on every day, but it's probably really not. April 15th, I know the playoffs start April 15th, so I don't know if I'll be at game 1 or whatever, but, so April 22nd is obviously a Saturday, too. All right. Okay. So you said it's a battle of the sexes. Is that the thing with Lex Vegas? Mm-hmm. He's been on LTC show before, and so I know I see you fuck with him. So
I was on his show Thursday.
He was the Facebook thing. I saw it on IG, and it was like, oh, I'll be on the show at 7 or at 8, and it was like 9:30 when I saw. I'm like, all right, well, I guess it's done. but he seemed like
he real cool. He put on a lot of stuff for comments or whatever. And he up and coming on the promo and production side, like for shows and just different events around the city. So he doing his thing.
Okay, shout out to him. All right, well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. You at least give them all your shits.
I was like, you bad.
I really
feel like you want to say something other than shits.
No. I really want to see this video though. I want to see Chris Brown doing his legs the way Dev just did his.
Yeah, that's how he was doing.
Dude, Dev don't do his legs like Chris Brown do his legs.
Like this.
No, Dev knock knees, slew foot, and pigeon toe. Dev don't move his legs.
All right.
And all that happened after he fell. Ulysses Dickerson on any social media platform, IG public, Facebook private. Until we see each other again, stay blessed, healthy, and wealthy.
All right. Playboy, give them all your shits.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, it's Playboy the DJ, Playboy DA DJ. You can find me on Instagram, Playboy_James3. You can find me on Facebook under my government. If you know me, then you know me.
They know
And you
you.
can find me on all DMST platforms. Like my dad say, man, be yourself before you be by yourself, man. Dope show. I'm out.
All right. Give them all your shits.
Look, it's gonna be simple from here on out. It's Big Dev. Do what needs to be done when it needs to be done, whether you like it or not. Real Big Dev 216 everywhere.
Everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
All right, DMST16 at Yahoo. DMST16 at yahoo.com. Questions, comments, concern, feedback, all that stuff. Anything you want us to talk about on the show. It was fun today. We'll be back next Sunday.
All right, brainstorm, give me my shits. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll be back with a brand new show next Sunday. And that's it, man. So I am DJ Brainstorm for you. Nope. It may be cloudy today, but the sun will come out tomorrow. So as long as you are here under the sun of your life to the best of your motherfucking ability. I am DJ Brainstorm for you and on social media. That's DJ Brainstorm, the number 4, the letter.
You. Some word Dev said earlier, chlorophyll or something he said. What was it, collateral or some shit? I don't know, but
Chloroform.
he said something. We'll be back next week.
All right, get out of here, y'all.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Coagulated.